Yo, and welcome to the EPM show. This is all things enterprise performance management, the show where we're doing our best to give you an unfair career advantage. I'm Blake Bozarth with my co-host here, Chad Pike. What's happening, man?
Let's go. Episode number 9.
Episode number 9. So, hey, this is a unique show, guys. This is going to be what we're calling a jam session today. And we're bringing some news and trends from the industry to keep you sharp and let you know what's going on in the broader space. We're also going to give you a quick show update. We are 9 episodes in. Can't believe it. We started this thing. It's this little industry niche show. We're like, is anybody going to care about talking about EPM? Is anybody going to tune into this? And guess what? We have been absolutely floored just a month or so in, and already just on Apple Podcasts alone, we have close to 700 subscribers, people that are subscribed and following the show. That's incredible. We could use some more ratings. We actually have a couple of haters. Somebody left a 1 or 2 star review. So if you are enjoying this, we'd love to hear from you on that front. But with that, Chad, talk to me. What have you learned so far really quickly since we launched this show?
Oh, Blake, so much. Really, it boils down to one thing I think that I've heard across a lot of the people we've interviewed. And it's that even though, hey, this is a technology, we're very bullish on this, companies are becoming more dependent upon it, it still starts with people and having the right talent in place and bringing in the right technology behind it. Because what we're seeing and what we've heard from people is that when leaders and when companies lead with technology and they think it's going to be a quick fix, or this is going to be the tool that solves everything, and it's really easy to think that, they end up not fully realizing the value of the technology. But when you start with the people and you get them on board and, effective change management, the ROI is much, much higher. And that speaks to why we're bullish on the space.
Touche. And for me, for somebody who's always been kind of wigged out for what the future of work looks like with artificial intelligence, the cool thing about this is that just as like a use case is, there's incredible technology happening here, but the emphasis on having a human who can actually be the solution architect and use that technology well has never been greater. And so the more that we're actually placing people into different roles, and we've had some incredible roles that place people into, the more that we see there's such a demand, a premium for people that not only have the technical skills to be able to work inside the system and model build, but have the strategic mindset and the influencing skills that are necessary to drive change and drive transformation. I agree with you. That's a huge, huge takeaway. We've had great guests so far, from thought leaders in the space, executives inside leading platforms, as well as model builders that are kind of on the front lines, sharing how they've grown in their careers, talking about, hey, what's it like working on the partner side, the consulting implementation side versus inside with a customer, their best tips for how they've grown in their career. And we're just excited for what's to come. So if you're enjoying this, guys, would love to hear from you. We get some LinkedIn messages. It makes our day when we get those. Usually they're very positive. I think they've all been positive that we've gotten messages for. But if you have ideas for us, guys, we welcome those. If you have ideas for people we should interview, we'd love that as well. Chad, hit us with, what is our headline for today? What's the big news for this month?
Absolutely. I would echo everything you said. And really the big news for this month, a report came out from TechNavio, and they just talked about the growth forecast for enterprise performance management. Get this, Blake. By 2026, they're expecting $2.2 billion worth of growth and value in the space. In the next 4 years, growth. Not getting there, an extra $2 billion in growth on top of where they already are. That's crazy. That's over a 7% compounded annual growth rate, and 45% of that growth is supposed to come in North America. I think it just speaks to why we're bullish on the space and why there's so much opportunity for people to grow their career in this industry when they pair that technical expertise with the strategic thinking and the soft skills like you just talked about.
Did you say billion with a B as in billion?
I said billion with a billion.
No, that's massive. It really is massive.
2.2 billion.
It's massive. And honestly, to experience that kind of CAGR is pretty incredible. And it just speaks to the demand for the actual solutions, the technology for sure, but also the people, the talent that actually makes that technology useful. It's a great space to be in. We've seen it actually be a great jumping off point for people who are unsure about, hey, what's the next steps for me? Maybe I'm a financial analyst and I don't see a lot of career growth right now, but I'm getting exposed to some of these EPM tools and I could go all in on this. We've seen incredible success stories on that front. And we've seen people that have been in the space for 5 years already that are experiencing unprecedented rates of career growth and income potential. Honestly, anecdotally speaking, we've seen 20+% increases in the level of income that we're seeing for certain roles just over the last year or two. And by the way, if you want to learn more about that, we're collecting more of this data empirically. We have especially for the Anaplan platform, we have a survey that's all about trying to be the most comprehensive resource, the most insightful resource that is out there currently, better than Glassdoor, on how much Anaplanners are getting paid. And maybe we can do this with some other platforms in the future, but that's what we're tackling first. So if you're interested in that, you can check out the notes and you'll get the link for that. And it's a really quick survey. It will help us make a great data set. With that, we're going to do more of these jam sessions in the future. We want to keep you kind of current and up to date in the industry, but we're seeing incredible rates of growth. We're going to dive into some of the more specific data in future episodes, but we appreciate you guys. That's the bottom line. Thank you for making the show a success so far, and we can't wait for more to come.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Peace. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Wherever you're consuming this, if it's YouTube, if it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we appreciate you. Make sure you're subscribed. We have a lot more amazing guests on the way, a lot more great content. We're doing our best to bring you value and have fun while we do it. And we really want this to be a career advantage, listening to this show, and we want you to enjoy it. So it means a lot. Make sure you're subscribed for what's to come. And also, if you're up for it, it would mean a lot if you leave us a like, a comment, a rating, a review, whatever platform you're on. That really helps, and it gets us fired up when we see those. So I appreciate you guys. Find us on LinkedIn. I'm Blake Bozarth. My co-host, Chad Pike with a Y. Would love to connect with you there. Have an awesome day. See you next time. Peace.